Glitch City, 2070X AD. A city that shouldn't exist. A tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the White Knights and this text that's way too fast for me to try to read. Maybe I should stop trying to do this epic voice. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-alarming blah blah blah. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some just look to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. Blackjack plays. VA-11, Hall A, okay, we're not there yet. On a small road just seconds away from the main streets, somewhere near the slums, you can find blah blah blah. But that's a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. A small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. I don't know why I'm doing the over-the-top, and here's where this story unfolds. I don't know why I'm doing the over-the-top Dragon Ball Z voice. I have apparently unlocked an achievement by just starting the game. This is Cyberpunk Bartender action, Valhalla. Except it's VA-11 Hall-A. I should have probably guessed that was Valhalla. Goodbye, Miss Bartender 1.2.1.2. I don't know if that's the actual version that I'm playing or not, but we'll roll with it. So I actually just saw this game randomly on Steam, and it looks kind of interesting. I was like, oh, it's a bartending game, and it looks like it has some story to it. Maybe it'd be fun to just play through once and just kind of do like a test run of it and see what happens. I used to bartend, you know, when I was once upon a time allowed behind a bar and serve alcohol to people. Not that I can't still do that, but I just currently don't do so. Anyway, click to start. Ooh, new game. Let's do it. Settings? Nah, let's not miss any settings. We're going in cold, baby. The way I like my drinks. Thank you for playing Valhalla. This game is best played getting comfortable. Grab some drinks. Well, to be fair, I did have a few gin and sodas beforehand, so I'm actually ready to go. All right, let's do this. Some good music in this game too. I want to know a little bit more about like the creators and everybody who did it. Oh, Kirin. It's nothing like Kieran. Oh, that's what the play off of is, Kieran Light. So it's Kirin, right? Psst. Hey, over here. Boo. Haha, I'm on a TV screen. Oh, never mind, it says no signal. How's that for an entrance? I mean, it's okay. I mean, whatever. Yeah, no, I'm not that impressed, Anna. Not impressed at all. Come on, Joe, look sharp. This game's starting and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. Are you the main character? Why are you all glitching out on me? I have a feeling you're gonna jump scare me in a second, and I'm not really a big fan of that. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend and the bar will eventually close. Oh, this game's good. This game's probably gonna be ridiculous. Really? I'm serving tuxedo-clad dogs? And I'll admit, my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I have no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. What parcel? See ya. Whoa. That was a little scary how it just went to black like that. Don't do that to me, game. Jill? Oh, no. Jill just goes... ... exclamation point. Oh, yawn. Just a dream. There's something near the door. Chapter 1. Primera. Alright, game. I'm following along here. Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least $800 by then. Hey, that's like having to make rent. I remember the days when I have to do that. Mostly because I'm still doing that. Make sure to save your data using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the augmented eye. Wow, okay, they really need to explain to me what a lot of these things are. 4, so... Who was that letter from? Nobody. Boss and me. Hold to unlock. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I guess this is how I save. Save. Bang, there we go. Cool. Alright, so by the way, there's our answer. At Sukiban Games, or Sukiban Games, I should actually say. So there you go. If you want to shout out the people, if you want to actually go see the Twitter of the people who made this game, there's your answer. I can add apps. AE. Oh, right, that's the augmented eye. Mass immigration continues as Wonderlanders are the newest threat. Cyborg in Heels returns next year. I don't know what any of this means. I have music? Oh. I guess I could control like the music and everything from there. That's pretty cool. All right. Can I click on anything here? I guess that's my boss. I can wear a slut shirt apparently. What happens if I go back? What if I click the home screen? Nothing? All right, let's go to work then. I guess that's what I have to do. Tuesday, December 13th. Good evening. Ah, hey there, Jill. I guess I have to do a sexy boy voice for this guy. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face, Gil? Wait, what? Gillian, when will you let people call you Jules? Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Dunno. She went out to buy some... Oh, that was a girl? Thought it was a guy. Dunno. She went out to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something. You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th. Ah-ha-ha! I knew it. I knew it. It's always what it comes down to, which is always stressful and... There's also the fact that I spent the full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Not to mention the fact that those 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk at closing. Whoa, okay. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, I'm still talking to myself. Neutering 4, on top of that, Neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. And there's all the beer cans around my apartment, and... Jill. Sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. Just in case? If she's a bartender, why does she need to go through the basics? If you can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second, okay? Let's start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book that will show up on the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Yeah, you know, usually the quote-unquote manly drink is just you serve things straight. So I guess I'm giving somebody just straight up aldehyde in a second. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right to the shaker in the center. Do you like the way I get up nice and close to you on the mic? It's almost like I'm speaking right into your ear in my sexy voice. I'm probably creeping out some people right now. Gil. Oh, I just realized her name is Jillian and he's Gillian. That's weird. When done, press the mix button and then press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button or the drink itself to serve it, and that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset at any time, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. It's This game's a little weird thus far. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. Gil wants either a Sugar Rush or a Piano Man. If I mess up the ingredients or the drink, I can press the reset button and try again. Okay. So using the navigation bar, navigation bar. Oh, right. So by name, what does he want? The Sugar Rush? Sugar Rush. A Sugar Rush is 2 aldehyde and 1 powder delta with optional carmatrin. I don't know what. They just made up all these, like, things. All mixed, sweet, light, and fruity, as girly as it gets. I'm just curious, what actually is a Piano Man? Piano Man. Oh, dear Lord. I don't even think, there's no drink that I can even think of in real life that is 2-part something, 3-part something, 5-part something, another 5-part something, and then 3-part something. This drink does not represent the opinions of the bar pianists, unions, or its associates. Sour, promo, strong. Curious, what's the Piano Woman then? Oh, it's just as fucking complicated. Okay, alright, let's do this then. I'm going to start with the Sugar Rush. Alright, so it's 2 aldehyde. Oh, do I actually have to... Okay, there we go. 2 aldehyde, 1 powder. Say I can put an optional carmatrin in there. So I'm going to actually put it in. Mix it up, baby. So what'll let me know that it's finished or not? Oh. Reset then. Okay, hold on. When will it let me... I guess it'll let me know when it's finished. Let's see. Mix. We'll try it again. All right. Is it... Oh. I don't... Wait. Didn't Gil say that he wanted it on the rocks or something like that? I don't know. Do I need ice? I guess. I mean, normal drinks are made with ice. Carmatrin. Okay, mix. All right, should I stop now? What am I missing here? All right, aldehyde. Powdered delta. It's just two parts aldehyde, 1 part's powdered delta. And it's all mixed. And if I stop... Oh, so I just shake it a few times and that's it? I mean, how was I supposed to know that? I mean, yes, I understand you don't want to overshake your drinks as a normal bartender, but they don't give you any indication of when or not to stop that. That's really strange. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. There we go. Here, happy now? A little, but not quite. Let's do one more. Yeah, he definitely wants to do one more. He likes them sweet, baby. Alright, fine. I know, but humor me for a little bit. Some drinks need to be blended. This is done by mixing it for over 5 seconds. Oh, well, thank you. I'm so glad that now you're explaining that to me. You can tell it's being blended when the shaker starts moving faster. You'll also need to check if the drink should be served on the rocks or aged. Check ice and age buttons on the side to select the one you need. And in case it wasn't obvious, on the rocks means you have to toggle the ice tab. Yeah, thank you. You're talking to an actual bartender here. It should be noted that the station will add the ice after mixing. It's not something you should mind, though. Just a fun fact. Jill apparently has nothing to say. Give me a moon blast and I'll leave you alone. Keep in mind what I said. Yeah. Let's give Gil a moon blast. Blended drinks need to be left to mix for at least 5 seconds before I stop the shaker. Okay. Moon blast. Here we go. 6 aldehyde. Holy shit. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Okay. Powder Delta. Flangeride. Carmantine. All blended. Now, okay, now I forgot what he said, because, okay. Okay, let me. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Now it's shaking up really fast. Now it should be okay. All right, there we go. Cool. Moonblast. Here, did I amuse you long enough? You did. Sorry to hold you. Let's get working. Yeah. Oh, yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. It's big, alright. Oh, and if a recipe says it uses optional carmantine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional carmantine doesn't count towards making a big drink, of course. Carmantine is the alcohol factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. Are you done with the exposition? Yes, seriously, are you? Now I am, yeah. Hey guys! Oh, but Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. I don't know why I'm giving Dana this voice now, but I can actually see what she looks like. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her conscious body in here. She's going to make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just put that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. Yeah, also the police will come in and that's a lawsuit on us. ALE law, man. There are two of you. Believe in yourselves. Do you think Chief knocked her out? Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. Also, when are we getting on with this damn story? Jeez. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be just sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah, there's also that law about, sleeping on the bar. Kind of illegal. Okay then, time to start the night. Well, not necessarily illegal, but that can get you kicked out. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? I don't clean bathrooms. I clean the hearts of women everywhere. While you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what, we've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs, lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long now? Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well. So, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all of that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. How does she not have how does she not have more money if she's been left by herself at the bar? Having two people here would cut into her funds. Have fun. Just that? Fine, I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You bought that from home, didn't you? Also illegal. You have to have... What the fuck? This game is like... This is like the most like broken bar I've ever heard of in my life. That I did. Fine. With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its... Jesus! Game! Story! You're starting to turn into Queen of Thieves. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. I wonder what the logic behind that decision. Alright. So, add songs by clicking titles on the left. You can remove them by right-clicking their title or swap. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Commencing simulation. Every day is a night. Good for health, bad for a gaze that's invited. All systems go. Where do I go from here? Everything will be okay. March of the White Knights. Renee. Those who dwell in shadows. I don't know, because I have never heard of these songs before. Dawn approaches. All right, cool. We're good. Time to mix drinks and save lives. Hey, you! Give me a beer! Oh, sure. Right on it. He wants a beer. He looks like quite the big guy, though. Bottled drinks. By type. By flavor. Just... I have to mix a beer? That's not how beer works. Whatever, okay. Aldehyde, Bronson extract, powdered delta, 2 flangerine, 4 carmetrine. Okay, it's all mixed. It's just mixed. 4, 5. There we go, beer. Awesome. Here you go. No, this isn't gonna cut it. Give me a big one. Sure. That beer apparently wasn't enough. Wait. Isn't that the big one? Ah, shit. Now I gotta go back and figure out how to make beer again. What is it? 1 aldehyde, 2 Bronson extract, 1 powdered delta, 2 flangeride, 4 carmantine. And I guess gotta do it again. 4, 5. Oh, sorry, stop. There we go. Serve. And now? I said a big one, brat. Big, like my dick. Forget it. These two will have to do. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use presents like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey 3. There's been a third New Jersey? How did we get past the first one? New Jersey's my home state. It is a shithole. Huh? What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. I already made $500. So, you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Alice_Rabbit. Okay, so this must be some techie thing. Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's? That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. I pretty much work like I'm a CNN executive. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, just you write about them every single day. It's starting to sound really like a CNN executive. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running it to at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, my interns do. The poor bastards think it'll help them and make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. Oh my god, I'm really calling this shit down the middle. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker? But not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors? Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bittered. I already have enough pressure as it is and problems. I already have enough pressure and problems as it is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid. But if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Sensationalism news. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get people get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Death's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easy to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. This is actually very true. That brings money, and like I said, money's good. Huh, I guess he has a point. No, Jill, don't be brainwashed. Don't do that. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. But the worst about that is that they know half of our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. It's where I don't like it. Don't do things to my ass. I think you're being a bit too harsh. What about... No, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critique column, shit, forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's... That kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half of the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspapers send him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? Well, won't be hard to see him now, will he? No. Wasn't this one then? Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. Beer again. This man likes his beers. They come cheaper in bulk at the store. Yeah, okay, I think I'm kind of remembering it. It's 2 aldehyde. No, it's 1 aldehyde. See, I would have fucked up if I didn't look. Wait, where did I fuck up already? Oh, no, I need 2 of these. Okay, and then 4. All right, I want to actually try to see. If I shake it up, does it get bigger? Yeah, no. Okay, it's what I thought then. So you just go 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, mix. So he was just bitching. Like any annoying fucking patron who's like, oh, my drink isn't strong enough. I'm like, go suck a dick. Well, I don't say go suck a dick. It's just like, you know, we pour what you ask for. Yeah, this is a beer, all right. I mean, considering what was put in it, I beg to differ, but sure. Keep it up, kid. You'll get better someday. So, tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, it's within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I was almost going to do it in Jill's voice, but I forgot Gillian has the, I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. I just imagine him like, it's all in capital letters, I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. There we go. It's hard to do a sexy, low-toned voice and yell. It's like I'm speaking in the back of my throat. Ugh. Who was that? Nobody important. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You could think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Not really, at least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. How about you get on my lap and make me feel special? Is what I imagine he would say. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love? Fall from grace? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. I don't know if that's completely true. They want to see them suffer to get their comeuppance for daring to be much more successful than them. Nah, I think gossip is just something everybody enjoys, but nobody wants to admit enjoying. That's probably way more true. You thought wrong. But even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love this kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movies was wearing socks with sandals or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Oh, please. As a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear bad stuff. I will say this. I hate gossip. And there is no way. I'm trying to think of most bartenders that I've worked with or that I know. Gossip is like the last thing they want to be part of. I mean, granted, they need to know about everything when it comes to like, all right, what situations do I need to possibly disperse? Or, okay, I can't let this person hear this person. Or how do I get people out of bad situations? But in terms of actually wanting to be in that gossip, fuck no. We want no part of that shit. Just like hairdressers. That sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. It's really weird. Everything that I said about like a few minutes back is like suddenly like siphoning into this conversation. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, brat? I kind of relate to Jill a lot. Jill makes a lot of sense and does a very good job of, I don't want to say a good job, but she thinks things through rationally. Like, she doesn't just, like, she can understand. I was talking to, actually, funny enough, a bartender about this. There's a difference between, like, understanding why something is and thinking that that thing is right. You know, like, there's a difference between principle and actuality. And actual belief. So she seems very principled and understands, like, the situation around things and why things are done, even if she doesn't necessarily agree with them, if that makes any sense. Well, two can play that game of Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Okay, you know what I do like about this game? The dialogue and how the people act. You can tell that these characters are actually fleshed out very well. And that there was a lot of thought going into like the dialogue and their personalities. Everything matches. And I really like that. Everybody feels different. They don't feel like it's the same character just with different dialogue. That was actually my problem with Queen of Thieves, was that I never really got a sense of character out of any of the people there, so it was hard to make like a connection to them. They just all felt the same. Like they had the same objective, same reasoning, same what's the word? Just kind of like the same ambition, you know? It's just like one day the whole purpose is just to get them to have sex, whereas here I'm getting invested in a bartender character. I'm dealing with this asshole Donovan who is an executive and treats people as if they're like idiots and like lower scum, and is huge into just whatever makes him money. And he bosses people, and you could see it in his attitude to how he treats the bartender as well. Like, I really like that. There's actually some depth and I guess personality and realness to these characters. Like, I can see these people in real life. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It would be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. That's very true. I don't know why. Maybe and it might be because of that stranger. I guess the fact that, like, it's almost kind of like the same way that I talk to you guys sometimes whenever I talk about anything that's going on in my life, or I tell like a personal story, or I share like an anecdote or whatever. I feel as if I'm talking to people that I don't know, like I'm just talking to a crowd, and so I just kind of let it all out, because at the end of the day, whether it matters to you guys or not, it's just, you know, like, it's the same thing when you're talking to a bartender. They're just a stranger. They may want to hear your stuff, and they're not going to go out and like blurt it out or whatever. It's especially because there's money on the line or whatnot. You know, it just hits them and falls right off almost in a lot of ways, unless it's something that you actually want them to know or whatever. You know, it feels a lot different getting stuff out to someone who's a complete stranger, to like someone who's a stranger and may not necessarily like fully care, or has an outsider opinion, versus someone that you actually know, and, you know, giving that information to them may actually have consequences to them, or may change a friendship or something like that. If that makes any sort of sense. I'm not putting the words together properly, but I understand the thinking behind it. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? No, not Lana Smithy. Of course not. Figures. I mean, come on, Lana Smithy. It's an Alan Smithy reference. Anyway. Eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame them. Maybe that's why I'm giving Jill such like a normal voice. I mean, I can't really do a very good female voice or whatever. It's just kind of me speaking in like a little lower. Or I guess a little higher. But I mean, I guess because I relate more to Jill, I'm not giving her a catty voice or anything like that. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Truth be told, that's kind of true. Funny story. You know what? I might save it for another episode. I want to get through this one first. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? No, not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Oh, shit. She did say Mr. Donovan. Oh, he was just like, Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Okay, not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everybody calls me Mr. Dawson, or boss. Yeah, Mr. Dawson does kind of suck. Mr. Donovan does have a better ring to it. Boss is just the title. It's too impersonal and cold. It is? Yeah, it really is. Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general, but Mr. Donovan, now that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as a boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, gods, no, but I want them to fear me. Not because I'm their boss or the name appearing in their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. After all, I'm Mr. Donovan. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure everyone calls me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something? What was it? Drink. Another one, do you? Ah, yes. You know what? Third time's the charm. Give me a beer. Third time's the charm. You're on number 4, sir. Third time's the charm for what? Anyway, better get him that beer. Alright, let's see if I remember it. Aldehyde, Bronson, powdered delta, flanergide, carmetrine, mix. Stop. Yep, okay, cool. 1 beer. Yeah, I guess this one's good enough for now. Good to hear. Mr. Donovan, can I ask you something? Depends on what you're gonna ask. Is it about how to be successful? Because I'll only spout stuff from those shitty how to get rich books. No, it's not that. Well, not exactly. How did you start in this business? The Augmented Eye was a really important newspaper in Neo, San Francisco about almost 10 years ago. But there was a big mess involving the head editor being defenestrated. I was just talking to a bartender about this, about how like studying Latin has helped me understand the meaning of words by just looking at them and breaking them down. For those that don't understand what the word defenestrate is, or what defenestrated is, it's not like he got beheaded or castrated or something like that. No, it is actually DE, which is, or D, which comes from the Latin prefix out of, and fenestra, which is Latin for the word window. So the head editor was being thrown out of a window. Or just being thrown out in general. Maybe he's using a big word there, but defenestrated. Oh, God. I'm so glad, like, something that I actually talked about in real life is now, like, crossing over into, like, a game. One thing led to another. And during a tough financial spot, I bought the whole thing and assumed duties as chief editor. Neo San Francisco is still the headquarters, but most of the revenue comes from here. Just being in Glitch City means at least 30% extra earnings. Oh yeah, I remember the news. It was quite a mess. And what made you pick a news website as business? I saw Breitbart. They did pretty well. It sounded fun. I decided it on a whim. I might as well have ended up with a hairdressing chain called Marcello. Anyway, I've got to go. Are all the orders paid for? Yeah, thank you very much. Please come again. Yeah. Jill! I don't know why I gave him the, Jill, God. No. Yes? What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents. Shh, wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, a client. We're gonna get to this client on the next episode of Valhalla. I'm gonna take a break here and get back in the next episode. See you then.